What's up everyone, Larry Lurker here at Barbell Brigade. Today we're going to be talking about how to pull sumo and the steps that I go through in my mind while I'm pulling sumo. I've pulled 705 pounds in competition as a sumo puller. I think a lot of people who squat low bar are finding that that transition to sumo deadlifting works really well. We're going to go over some things today about what you can work on and what you can practice. There's 3 easy steps. Walking up, which is the setup to the bar, your approach. Second is bracing, both your abs for the pull and the actual pull itself. So when you walk up to the bar, I generally walk up and I spread my feet out a little past the rings. I like to open up my stance pretty wide. I have pretty good hip mobility. When I say open your hips, it just kind of looks like this. You want your knees to push out that way. You don't want your knees to go in like this. You want your knees out, supporting your hips. So now that we've gone through the initial setup, we're gonna talk about bracing and how to properly brace. I take a huge breath of air in, fill this whole thing up, press really, really hard against my belt, while simultaneously pulling my hips in and forward, making the distance between my hips and the bar as minimal as possible. There's probably 30 to 40% of the tension throughout my body is already put into these weights. You can feel it start to pop off the floor before I even initiate my leg drive. So now that we have everything set up, it's one explosive movement up, up, and back. If you hit that point where your lift starts to slow down, which is generally right above the knee, whereas a lot of people start to slow down, they'll have a tough time locking it out. See a lot of people start to just overextend their back. This is not locking the lift out. Squeeze your glutes as hard and as fast as you can. That will shoot your hips forward really quick. The whole point is to just create the least amount of distance between your hips and the bar by practicing this movement and technique over and over and over at a sub-maximal weight. What is sub-maximal? 50%, 60%. Don't try being a hero and go in there and 80%, 85. Start off slow, 50%, 60%. Work on your technique, work on your form. These are things that are gonna make you a better lifter in the long run.
The past 2 months, I've been training with general goals. I want to become stronger, and it has been a lot more stress-free. Leading up to Worlds, I wasn't hitting numbers I was supposed to hit, and so it really stressed me out and it really discouraged me. But now, since there's not really any numbers that I have to particularly hit, I am working at my own pace and I feel like I'm growing stronger in that way.